If I hear one more person say Disney ruined their childhood, I'm going to lose it. So, do you guys remember Pokemon? Of course you do. Everybody knows Pokemon. Do you remember when you were in high school still playing Pokemon, or even an adult still playing Pokemon, and you got made fun of? People were saying, "Oh my God, you still play Pokemon? You're a loser." Keep that in mind and keep your hand raised if you remember Pokemon and you remember being called a loser as an adult still playing Pokemon. Because you know what happened. All of you in the comments at one point or another called somebody a loser for playing Pokemon. Do you remember Pokemon Go? Do you see where I'm going with this? When Pokemon Go came out, all the people that called you a loser for playing Pokemon still were like, "You're not playing Pokemon Go? What team are you on?" That was the viral thing. To hop on something that everybody was doing. Even though you thought before Pokemon Go came out, people still playing Pokemon were losers. Because I know that there is a group of people that were in that, you're still playing Pokemon, and then Pokemon Go comes out, you're not playing Pokemon Go. So here's my thing. And it's basically about the Little Mermaid. You already know. That's why you're here. That's why you clicked on the video. You are here because you think the Little Mermaid being black is an agenda, is being what? First of all, stop saying woke. Woke is now just a term for anything you do not like. But that is not the same thing as being woke. Woke is being aware of your surroundings, what's going on. Woke is, these people, I don't even want to get into politics, but woke is more for what happened on fucking June 6th and how it just got hushed away. The raid on the Capitol. We're not here to talk about that, but that's what woke is. We saw that nothing happened. But a black guy gets his neck stepped on and he can't breathe. All of a sudden you're like, oh, back to blue. Okay, well, why aren't you back in the blue during the Capitol raid? Because y'all were chilling with those people. That is, again, not politics, Terrence. It's not what we're here to talk about. Just stop saying woke. This movie is not woke. I haven't seen the movie. I'm not going to see the movie. You know why? Because I hated live action Lion King. Beauty and the Beast was given I like the Evermore song, but other than that, Beastly did it better. We've had so many live action Cinderellas, including a black Cinderella with Whoopi Goldberg as the fairy godmother, Brandy as Cinderella, and not to mention that the stepmother was white. The husband was possibly black because one stepdaughter was white, one stepdaughter was black. And if you still think that's not diverse enough, the king was white, the queen was black, and their son was Filipino. Now, you can call that like trying to be an agenda, or you can just call it a good movie because it was fun. That movie, the cast, they all had fun. You can tell it was so energized. The music, all of it was good. But not every Cinderella's been good. Not every live action Cinderella's been good. There was one with Selena Gomez. There was one recently done in like 2010 or something like that I didn't like. It was just kind of, although it had some funny moments when like it broke the fourth wall where like, you know how he puts the glass slipper on all the women in the kingdom, and there's like old women mixed in there. He's like, definitely not. Because I mean, obviously I always thought that too, like you should be able to tell who she is, at least by her eyes, the hair. Like, come on, like you should know like some features of Cinderella. Even though you danced with her that night, you fell in love with her that night, you should know more about her than just trying to put a slipper on every woman that exists. But that was the story of Cinderella, but it's been done to death. We've had so many Snow Whites. There was Mirror Mirror. There was Snow White and the Huntsman, which I fuck with. I fuck with Snow White and the Huntsman. But there's been so many different live actions. Lion King was garbage. Tarzan's been done to death. There's been so many fucking Tarzans. What else? We've had Lady and the Tramp, Mulan, which I don't care if you don't like the dragon or not, Mushu. And I don't care about the folklore or whatever, because you want to talk about keeping shit canon. Y'all didn't complain about the Mulan back then. Where's your childhood screaming, crying then? Cruella was dumb. Stop redeeming villains. It's just stupid. Although I do fuck with Maleficent. That was a cool another live action that we did that no one complained about. Maleficent is a good guy. You ain't complaining then. But it was still a cute story. So the point is that, first of all, mermaids do not exist at all. They don't exist. And even if you want to say they exist, they do not look white. They do not look like Ariel. They do not look like this black Ariel. They look like alien fucking creatures with fucking snakes on their head. Like, look it up. I'm telling you, in those past stories of folklores, mermaids did not look all beautiful. I mean, some of them might look beautiful, but they turn into that crazy fucking creature. They killed sailors. They did not fall in love with them and shit like that. They killed people. Stupid asses. Second of all, melatonin. Stop saying fucking melatonin. In a fictional world, in a fictional story, anything can happen. Do you think we can go into space and fight fucking aliens in Star Wars? No, because the Force doesn't exist. Do you think that there are so many examples. I'm so exhausted. But melatonin, here's the thing. How would humans know about mermaids if mermaids existed? They would have to come up to the surface. They'd have to live on the surface, because that's the only way you know about them. If they live in the bottom of the ocean, they're gonna kill whoever sees them. They ain't gonna let them person get away. That was their whole thing. So if mermaids were on the surface, if we knew about mermaids, right? If you knew about them, and no, well, I'm gonna do that. Then we're gonna go based off the story. But if mermaids existed, they live on the surface because they can swim, they can breathe above water, whatever. That's how they trick men and stuff like that. So obviously they're getting sunlight, and obviously living in the bottom of the ocean, your skin don't turn white; it turns dark because you don't get sunlight. You're not getting exposed to the sun. Your skin turns dark. But again, that's not my reason for the story. Do you remember in the Little Mermaid cartoon how Ariel's mom died? She was killed by humans, which is why the king says, Neptune, I think his name was in the movie, I don't remember, because I don't care about Little Mermaid like that. Like, I watched it as a kid, it's a great movie, but I am not fucking pitchforking and shit for this movie. Anyways, he forbids his daughters to go to the surface because their mother was killed by humans. And how would she be killed by humans if she was above the surface? And so what does that mean? She's getting sunlight, she's getting melatonin, you dumb fucks. Mermaids, if they existed, the only way we're going to know about them is that they were above the surface, which means they can come from all kinds of parts of the ocean and seas and stuff like that. That's why we have different people. That's why we have different accents, because different parts of the world have different things and cities and the way that we grow and interact. That's why there's like so many different races. So of course there could be a bunch of races of fucking mermaids. And it's even fiction. Who gives a fuck how she looks? It's just if the movie's good or if it's not good. But again, Disney's track records with all these live actions have not been good. Like I said, I maybe like Maleficent. I liked Maleficent. I liked Snow White and the Huntsman. But the rest of them are hit and miss. I like Cinderella, Roger and Hammerstein's Cinderella with Brandy. One, because it was a very diverse cast, and I didn't think about it. And this is getting to my third thing about being targeting children. I'm a child. I'm also a gay child that had nothing ever happen to him to be gay. I was just gay. Gay from the moment I fucking walked out the womb. I was kissing Justin Timberlake on the TV on NSYNC. I was swooning over Robin and Batman and Robin. I was gay. And you know what I grew up around? A dad, a mom, heterosexuals, and heterosexual TV. Man and woman everywhere. Man and woman, man and woman, man and woman. So, kids do not give a fuck. Because I didn't give a fuck that people were straight around me. I still was gay. I still wanted to kiss boys. I did not care that Cinderella was black. I didn't care that Little Mermaid was white. I just loved the cartoons. So, anybody these days now saying like, oh, they're targeting our children. What the fuck are you talking about? You're not gay if you're straight and you seen gay people around as a kid. You're not influenced by everything you see. If a kid sees fucking Bugs Bunny shoot himself with a gun or shoot Daffy Duck with a gun, we're not going to grab guns. You don't realize that as adults we influence the kids. That's the first thing they're around is your mindset. You're putting it on the kids, because I saw Buzz Lightyear or Lightyear, whatever it's called, and they had a lesbian couple, right? I didn't think about it honestly. I mean, it wasn't part of the story, but it wasn't like central. They were just kind of background characters, and eventually they had a baby. And the movie ends, and a lot of people are uproar because two women had a baby in a kids movie. And here's my thing. You didn't see it happen. You didn't see them make love. You didn't see them do anything than share one kiss. Okay. Again, heterosexual cartoons have existed since the beginning of time. They're just starting to add diverse gay characters in everything because, yes, gay people exist. They even exist possibly in your home. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to come for nobody. But there is a reason why they call them closeted men, and they marry women and they have kids and stuff like that, and they still go do gay things. Or you realize you're gay later, or bisexual, whatever. The point is that nothing is targeting these kids to make them do anything. Nothing. It's just a part of the movie. I guarantee you, if you ask a kid what they thought about Lightyear, they're not going to mention, oh, those two women had a baby. They're going to be like, oh, Buzz Lightyear, da-da-da-da-da. It's not, don't register. It does not register until you point it out to them. Like, oh, did you see that? That's wrong. I guarantee they wouldn't notice that. So my thing basically about this whole video is you guys are complaining about one tragic live action movie because the character's race has been swapped, which isn't even the first time this has happened. It's been done before. Maybe you didn't know about it. Maybe you know about it. You didn't care. It don't matter. If you didn't watch Hammerstein Cinderella with Brandy and Whitney Houston and the other characters, that's fine. It's still a great movie. It doesn't matter if you don't think so. It doesn't matter if you want to stick with that old 1960s Cinderella, then do it. I mean, I don't care for that one. It's not even my childhood. I grew up with like Little Mermaid, which is still before our time. Aladdin. I think Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, blah, 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 blah. And Hercules, oh my God. First of all, that soundtrack is amazing. Them church ladies, and that was a diverse cast of church ladies. I know they were all black, but did y'all know that some of those church ladies that were singing were white? It's true. I think one or two of them was, but it's true that they were fire. Y'all ain't an uproar about that? Like, God. The Muses. Y'all ain't an uproar about the Muses? One of the Muses was white. Did you not know that? You guys, the reason why I brought Pokemon Go and Pokemon up in the first place is that we are adults now. Your childhood is over. Nothing that happened in your childhood that hasn't, unless something really tragic happened and you just found out about it, like your mind is just realizing something happened in your childhood, there's nothing. You are an adult now. You're a functioning adult. And you're complaining about a cartoon that's not even for you. It's for the new generation of kids. Maybe even some adults. Who cares? It doesn't erase The Little Mermaid 1960. It doesn't erase the other Little Mermaids and other live actions that have existed. They all can exist. What are you complaining about? There can be more than one thing. The new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out, they were complaining about them being kids, and they were complaining about the fat, black, whatever her name is. You complain about that? Don't watch it. There is a bunch of Teenage Mutant. There is live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There are several different variation cartoons of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There is TMNT, which is my favorite from 2010, and a lot of people don't even like that one. And then you gotta have this new one. Who gives a fuck? Stop fucking getting on the internet as a grown ass man or woman and complaining about, oh my God, they have an agenda. It's woke. It's not woke. Woke is again June 6th. That just got swept under the rug. That was serious. That's woke. That's staying aware. Gosh, you guys are so. You just want this. We had the internet too much. That's what I think it is. I think if you are complaining about a cartoon that exists now because of a race swap that you don't have to go see, you don't have to support. You've been on the internet too much. You've had too much internet time. You need to go take a break. Go read a book. Go take a walk. Go watch a. No, just get off the internet. Play a video game. You've had too much internet if you are complaining about that and trying to go viral and trying to get all these likes and shit. So first of all, don't do it for the likes. Don't do it for the likes because you ain't gonna do it. You do it for the likes, you are trying to live in this persona, or maybe that is you. And if that's you, that's just nasty. Don't be racist. That's just this is America, where first of all, it was owned by the Native Americans. If y'all look into the history, there's been a lot of things taken from California was taken from the Mexicans, like part of it. I'm learning shit that I barely just knew about. Because I went to Alcatraz, I learned it was owned by the Indians, and they got pushed out. Bro, America can be fucked up and dark if you actually look into it. But we are diverse, one nation under God. We are supposed to be united, not divided. Y'all with this, oh God, I'm getting into politics. Let me get into politics for like 60 seconds, really quick. Y'all are divided by this like red, blue, what is it? Because I don't do politics. I don't give a fuck. Democrats and Republicans, y'all are divided by that. Who gives a fuck? Whoever sits in that seat, they are not helping us. They have not done a lot for us. I'm telling you, your day-to-day is not directly impacted by that. It sometimes is. Your food, your gas, your groceries, but 9 times out of 10, everything else in your day is not impacted by all of that. But you make it about all of that. Be united like we're actually supposed to be. Can't talk about other countries acting all crazy. We acting crazy here. There's like I'm shooting every other day. And it's become like another thing on the TV that you just flip the channel for. Are you supposed to go, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Stop. One nation under God, united. Stop this racism. Stop this woke shit. Unless you actually know what woke means and you actually are paying attention. Because that's what woke means. But don't compare it to this stupid live action cartoon shit that don't even matter. These are cartoons. They are stories written by somebody from a long time ago, and they can be adapted anytime, any way they want to if it's public domain, which some of them are. There's been so many Peter Pans. There's been so many. I can't even name them off all. Y'all, you can look it up. But I am so sick of seeing this like Little Mermaid hate. This is not the first live action. All the live actions have been bad because some of the stuff you can do in animation, you just can't do in real life. Like, we can't emote certain ways that these characters in animation can do. And maybe it's just because, like, it looks better animated. Some things don't look good. Like, stretching Mr. Fantastic's powers, that shit don't look... I mean, it's cool, I guess. But imagine if... Okay, we ain't got to imagine because we know the One Piece live action is trash. All anime movies live action are trash. But just imagining somebody stretching like that, you can't do what Luffy can do in live action. It's you can try, but we've already seen that with Dragon Ball. What was it? Dragon Ball Evolution. It don't always look right. So yeah, rant over. Basically, stop complaining about shit about your childhood. Your childhood is fine. Your childhood is safe. Especially if it's a cartoon. Because I'm telling you, you are those people, you are in that group of people that said, if you were complaining about this live action or this cartoon or affecting your childhood, you are that person that called everybody else a nerd for playing Pokemon. You are one of them. Because you were also that same person that called them people nerds that when Pokemon Go came out said, you're not playing Pokemon Go? What a loser. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Because no one else is going to complain about some cartoon. People, you are adults. I guarantee you, kids are not giving a fuck. Either kids going to want to see it because they like movies and cartoons, or kids don't give a fuck. They want to go outside and play. Or they did before we got too addicted to the internet. Because my nephew barely uses his iPad. He goes outside and plays. That was me too as a kid. I went outside and played. The internet wasn't even too big of a thing for me until like after post-high school, actually. Yeah, post-high school. I wasn't barely on the internet like this. Y'all, some of y'all, you got to get off. You got to take a break. Stop trying to be an influencer. Stop trying. Just go out and just be you. But don't be racist. Don't do that. Bye.